Well adjusted today. Aloha! Today we're going over why your adjustment's not working. Okay, patients. If you're in your yard and you're doing yard work and you bend over to get something and that hurts, and you go into your chiropractic shop for your $20 cheap visit and they go pop, pop, you might confuse the nerve, feel better for a day, go back out. But what about that? If I stretch that, does that feel better? Yeah, most of you are going no, right? So absolutely not. That's not going to work long term. It will work for 5 to 10 minutes. So for you short thinkers that want something right now, it'll work just fine for like 20 minutes. And then in 30 minutes, when you want to pop it again, and then you get the urge to pop it again, you can't adjust yourself every 30 minutes. In fact, if you do that for a couple years in a row, you will end up with surgery because you will tear the cartilage and all the structural stuff that is supporting that in there. So, wrong answer, okay? If I find out, why is it doing that? Why? Why did it pull all on that segment? Well, that's the question to ask. Think about it. Why is it all moving right there and not somewhere else? Weaknesses. You're used to it. If you're used to writing with your right hand, it's lazy to always use that one. It's harder to write with your left and your right to be symmetrical because it's awkward with your left until you have created a good habit of it. So we have habits of moving too much on these certain areas because we haven't physically exercised regularly, we sat in a chair too long in school. So we are all set up to actually do this because we went through kindergarten through high school. So if you sat in a chair at school, you will have this. I'm not arguing about it. You have it right now. Pain or no pain, you like to overuse your lower back, overuse your neck, and that's why chiropractors got real famous treating neck and low back pain, right? So some of us chiropractors find out why that moves too much. And when we do, it takes a detective series. We have to look at all your joints to figure out which one's lazy. Because when this works too much, doing double the amount of movement, somebody's not. In this particular situation, it's this one right here, right? This needs to move too, and this one needs to move. And if everybody moves a little bit, all of a sudden this one doesn't get pulled so far, okay? So the only thing you're doing when you're popping where it hurts is you're confusing the muscle and you're getting a little bit of muscle relief. And then people will go home and put heat on it and feel so great, and then 10 times worse the next day. So on an average, the average person that has neck and low back pain is doing everything to make it worse. And then when that doesn't work a couple months down the road and they're desperate and they're being told they need cortisone and surgery, that's when they come in. Saying, I don't want an $800 shot and I don't want a $25,000 surgery. Well, I tell them it's a bit late. I would have loved to see you in the beginning. So, warning to all you guys, go to your monthly checkups. If you have a spine, there's no question whether you need chiropractic care or not because you went to school and sat in a chair. The patterns are there. How you are going to allow how much it gets out of control is up to you. If you come monthly, you're not going to be one of those people. And we're going to definitely avoid many surgeries, cortisone shots, liver abuse, all that stuff that people are so worried about. Weight gain, inflammation, it all comes from steroids and repetitive anti-inflammatory stuff like ibuprofen, meloxicam, naproxens. I mean, all that kind of stuff is severely harming your liver. Aspirin. If you take aspirin every day, you got to watch my liver videos. No kidding. Look up a mitochondria. Look up the 400 European pharmaceutical company articles on how that creates inflammation. Because if you're doing that and you're one of these people working in the yard and you're pulling your low back, then you have double the amount of inflammation around there, and then you come into my office and we need to see you. So I hope that really clears up why your adjustments aren't working right now. And most chiropractors are taught to adjust where they find things stuck. And if patients are in pain and they're kind of come in and go, just fix my back, it hurts here, and they're demanding from the doctor to do that, and the doctor's just trying to be nice, and it doesn't work. So if you demand from your doctor instead of letting them find the real problem, you're just not going to get what you want out of your visit. Even if you're satisfied for 20 minutes or an hour, you're going to go in and in and in and in and in with the same problem because you didn't ask them to find what's actually causing it so you don't end up doing it again. So if you have that attitude, mentality, and you go into your chiropractor asking for that, they may even be honest with you and say, I don't know, go see a specialist or see someone like Dr. Kara, because we do a lot of advanced work. And then you're going to start getting in the path and direction of having teamwork and cooperation amongst all of your joints together, and then you can handle anything. Yard work, picking up your kids, exercising. You know, the last thing I want to hear is you're not running anymore, not working in your yard, having your kids do everything for you, because now you're giving up and your body doesn't stay where it's at. When you stop working out and stop using it, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So most people don't understand that if they avoid the things that hurt them and they don't go back to it, we call that getting back on the horse after you fall, then you get weaker and you're losing opportunities to stay strong. That's not a good solution at all. It should never actually be a solution. So if you're not getting results from your treatment, you haven't figured out how to do what you want with good form, somebody wasn't a detective finding the actual pattern of what's going on, not just the problem. Obviously, you know if you've ripped something and you know the degree. If it's really severe, you're in more pain. If it's mild, you might not even feel it at all. But don't say you don't have it. Because if you own a spine and you're not getting adjusted regularly, it's in there right now. And I would find a good provider when you feel good, so that when things go south, you have a good relationship with somebody you trust, and then you will definitely get what you want out of your care. Hope that helps. I want to see a whole bunch of healthy people running around out there, and I have hope that we will. If you found this helpful, please share. You know, it's a lot of work for me to go tell everyone one by one, but when you guys see it and it works for you and you tell other people, it's really cool.